Welcome back to Operation Big Red One. It is turn 13 for the common turned. We'll kick things off with the CCP. The CCP had 6 in the bank to spend, so they're going to spend all of that and buy 2 infantry. The CCP has 1 attack. So coming out of, so we get that on camera. Coming out of Singhai, that's better. Coming out of Singhai will be 4 infantry, 1 mountain infantry and 1 artillery, and joining in the battle will be a fighter from Shensi. We'll have 3 left. Oh, just decided to stick to the magnet. So that's the only battle for the CCP. So we'll roll that out now. All right, so it's just against that lone militia. So we'll start with our first strike. So we've got a first strike on a 2. We're going into mountains. Let's get that better. Oh, crap. Didn't even land in the box. So first strike misses, so that's an 8. All right, so that leaves us with, so we've got the mountain infantry at a 2. So we'll boost 1 other infantry. So we'll go 2 at 2. They miss. And then we have 3 infantry on 1. They all miss. And then we have our fighter at a 6. So thankfully he hits. In return, the lone militia in Suyan gets a 9. So we take that without too much fuss. Okay. And then the fighter will simply just return back to Shensi. Let's tidy that up. 1 second. All right, so that gives us a total of 6 territories now. And we go up 1 to 3. And Japan goes down to 52. So we'll place our 2 infantry. So we're going to put those both into Shensi. So Shensi is going to have 6 infantry, a fighter, 3 militia. Actually, I should roll for recruiting before I get carried away. All right, 6 or less. It's 11 anyway, so it didn't matter. Okay, so quick recap. So we've got in Shensi, we'll have 2, 4, 6 infantry, 3 militia and a fighter. In Suyan, we have 4 infantry, 1 mountain, 1 artillery. And in Singhai, we have the lone militia. All right, moving on to Russia. Russia had 44 in the bank. We're going to spend it all. We're going to go for these 3 techs. So we're going to go for improved construction on a 7, heavy armor on 8, and long range at an 8 as well. So we'll do the tech first before we get into the purchases. So I need a green, blue, and a black. All right, here we go. So we get 1 this time. We've been super lucky lately, so I'm not going to complain. So long range goes up to stage 2, because that was the blue, and a 9, yep, and the others missed. All right. Combat. All right, so purchases. So we had 44 in the bank. We're going to spend it all. So that's our full whack. CCP is going to collect 5. So that's 10. Right. So for our 44 IPP, we're going to spend 8 on 4 militia, 1 on AAA, 2 on 2 T-34s, 2 Katyushas for 10, and 3 advanced mechs for 12. So that's going to be 8, 12, 22, 32, and 44. So that's the whole shebang. All right, combat. So let's not forget combat this time for our seaplane. So seaplane's going to come out 2 into and attack that coastal sub in 8-5. We've got raiding here in A12. Little marker so I don't forget. And we've got the never-ending battles down here in the Caucasus. So going into Kalmystaya will be a AAA, 2 mechanized, 1 Katusha, and 1 infantry against that 1 infantry. Going into North Caucasia would be 1 militia and 2 jets, and they'll have a total of 2 left. So that's that battle there. And I think that's all of our combats. I'll just double check. Oh no, I do have 1 other combat down here, so good thing I marked it. So going into northern Manchuria will be 1 infantry from Amur, and then 1 airborne who's going to be picked up and dropped off. And that airborne will, the air transport will have a total of 4 left. And then the jet coming out of Barataya, 1, 2, will have a total of 2 left. Okay, so that's that battle. And then the rest should be non-comms. All right, let's start with over on this side of the board. So we've got our airborne going into a mountainous area. I clarified flying over the mountain border does penalize it. And coming from the other side will be an infantry, but also 1. So we've got 2 at 1. So 2 at 1, nothing there. And then we've got our jet at an 8. And that hits at 6. So in return, that lone militia in northern Manchuria gets an 11. So again, take that without casualty. So Russia goes up 1 for northern Manchuria. And Japanese go to 51, Russia goes to 40. That's that battle taken care of. All right, so this one, let's do some rating. Well, let's do the seaplane first. So we'll go to the seaplane. Seaplane against that coastal, 3 or less. Hasn't hit anything all game, and it still hasn't, so 9. And he'll just fly back to Kola. So I'm going to put him back there. All right, let's do the 2 fleet submarines in, what is that? A13. So we'll go the Russian and the black. So these wash out because Russia, so the +2, and I believe he has a radar of 1 and long range of 1. So these just wash out. There's no anti-submarine warfare. Red dice is Russian. First one, nothing there. And then the second dice. And nothing there either. So nothing there at all. Yep. Ooh, I forgot to mention this one, but I didn't talk about it in my combat moves, so I'm going to leave it. All right, so that's my bad. All right, so going into, let's do this battle here, going into Kalmystaya. So we've got, so there's no terrain penalties going into Kalmystaya. So we'll have 1 infantry, which will be boosted by, actually we'll go to the Katusha first. So the Katushas fire at a 5. Okay, so first strike on a 5. And he hits, okay, so there's no need for anything further there. So Kalmystaya falls, it's not worth anything. And we take that with 1 infantry, 1 AAA, 2 motorized, 2 advanced mechanized, and a Katusha rocket. All right, next battle will be the militia into North Caucasia with the 2 jets. So the militia will be at a 1, miss. The 2 jets at an 8, and they get the 1 hit. And then firing back will be his militia at a 2, and that misses. So we take that as well. That gives us 3. So we take it with a militia. The seesawing battle of the Caucasus continues. So we're wiping out a lot of militia in this round. So Germany goes to 55, Russia goes to 43. All right, non-combat. So let's fly all our planes away. Let's do that. So over here, both planes are just going to fly back to Cheetah. So the air transport and the jet will go to Cheetah. In Boritaya, one militia will move over to Cheetah. One militia from Cheetah will move to Amur. That's them. Over here in Novosibirsk, the AAA and the Katyusha rocket will march forward one into Angara. All right, over here in this part of the world, our two jets will return back to Stalingrad. If they want to do that. All right, bit of a mess. All right, in this part of the world, we're going to move our force from southern Ukraine from eastern Ukraine into southern Ukraine. So that's going to be our stack here. So all those infantry, that fighter, and actually I'm going to we'll leave the fighter behind. Yeah, we'll leave the fighter behind for the moment. Actually, I'm going to change this. This AAA is going to rail to southern Ukraine. So the one that was in Angara is just going to rail to southern Ukraine. All right. So we're going to use our other rail movement from Stalingrad. Our other T-34 will rail to southern Ukraine. From Kyiv, 2 militia will go to southern Ukraine. From Kyiv, 1 militia will drop back into eastern Ukraine. I might just fix that up real quick. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. It's tricky filming Russia because it's right on the edge of the table here. All right, so from Smolensk, 1 T-34 comes 1-2 into Podlachia, joining that card. From Smolensk, 1 infantry marches forward into southern Belarusia. From Moscow, 2 infantry go to western Russia. From Moscow, 1 advanced mechanized goes 1 into western Russia as well. And I think I've just about moved nearly everything. From Kyiv, 2 infantry will actually join the stack into southern Ukraine. Let's do that. And then from western Ukraine, 1 militia will march back into Kyiv. And I think we're pretty good. All right, place units. Okay, so in this part of the world, we're going to put 1 militia into Cheetah. We're going to put over here, I'm going to put 1 militia into Donetsk Kuban. We're going to put 1 militia into Leningrad onto that stack there. And we're going to put another one into Smolensk. No, we'll put another one into Moscow.